Good morning. Abstinence. Experience strength and hope from members of Overeaters Anonymous. We're in full blown sunshine. Sun just came up about 6, 7 minutes ago. And it is a gorgeous day. Wide open blue sky. Hordes of birds flying with the wind, southerly. And I don't remember which one I read yesterday. I'm going to just go with sharing thanks. Oh, thank God I compulsively purchased all the OA literature 7 years ago after I returned to OA following a painful 3 year relapse. I've been disheartened. That's not a word. I've been disheartened about OA lately, constantly comparing it to my old meetings and finding the new meetings wanting. I moved from Boston to a little town where food plan meetings are all the rage and step meetings are scarce. Early this morning, I was melancholy and missing my old, more spiritual meetings. I picked up my Lifeline sampler and read, Visit to a Small Meeting. It's a beautiful story full of gratitude and abstinence about a member who is a one-person meeting. It made me realize I should be grateful for my situation. There are step meetings without food requirements in this area, attended by people with my kind of spiritual life. But I miss my Boston meetings. I sat in the same seat 3 times a week for 4 years. It will take me a long time to find 3 comfortable seats here. I miss that glorious, joyous feeling that comes from sharing and hearing others share their practice of the 12 steps. Yet I am confident that that feeling will return. I am grateful to everyone who ever shared at an OA meeting. Your quest for abstinence and serenity, your sharing and your dumping, your anger and your joy have taught me to live a life without compulsive overeating. I've just celebrated 7 years of abstinence. Together, we did what I couldn't do alone. And this is from Tewksbury, Massachusetts. It's either Tukes or Tweaks. It's not Tweaks, it's Tukes. Tewksbury. So, yeah, I completely identify with longing for my original home base recovery style. I've moved several times in recovery, and each area is a little different. And no area is like my original recovery home base style of meetings. And I've attempted to recreate that style of meeting everywhere I've gone, and mostly unsuccessful at doing it. I've been a little successful at doing it this time around, but I moved from within the state, so it was a little easier to make those adjustments to a meeting in the same state, right? So people were more receptive to how things were done over here in the state as opposed to going and moving to a different state and saying, well, hey, this is how we did back in Michigan. And no one was really receptive to that idea. I didn't know how to bring in a new idea gracefully. So, anyways, today it just feels different. I woke up this morning, felt energized. I got to watch the sunrise. I'm still experiencing it in this moment, and it's taken me a few days to adjust to vacation world and get energized. So once I'm done here, I'm gonna go for probably a long bike ride and do some stretches, get physical, and My eating has not been anywhere near perfect. It's gotten better. It was really bad day one and still pretty bad day two, much better day three. Um, and now for day four, I'm just going to do what I do. I'm going to make a plan and do my best to stick with it. I made a commitment to attend a meeting. If I didn't say it yesterday, it was the day before, and I have not. So I'm going to repeat that commitment today to find an OA meeting online or in face to face and do it. So that'll be my mission once I'm done doing these things, is to find that meeting and make the plan to do it and do it. So and also to call my sponsor. I have not called my sponsor. Um, but I'm going to do my readings and do my food plan and do my prayers and my writing and my reading and finish my morning dew and really take in this morning. I mean, good God, it is so gorgeous. Just being able to spend a few days on the beach and listening to the waves and hanging out with family. Um, get to, brought had a good friend come with me for the first weekend. That was really cool. And I'll get to see a good friend tomorrow. So, all in all, a great weekend. Probably the hardest part of this process is, you know, separating from my pet, my cat. It's a big part of my life and especially a big part of my morning ritual. She's always right there in my lap while I'm doing these videos and doing my reading, and it's a big part of my recovery. She is really truly my meditation partner. Very calming, and she's just nothing but love. And I miss her. Miss my cat. Um, and I hate the idea that she is concerned in any way that, why is her human not home? So I feel for her. Um, and just I look out the window and it's so gorgeous, so grateful. And none of this would be available to me if I was not abstinent, if I was not clean, I was not sober, and not willing to continue doing this work, um, seeking God's will. And I know and completely understand that God's will is for me to be abstinent, to be sober, to be clean, and to expand my experience and surrender to full abstinence from the disease of addiction, that fully encompasses relationships, codependency, my relationship with money and debting and overspending, and um, all of the substances, the alcohol, the drugs, the food, um, any and all areas. Basically, every 12-step fellowship tackles a specific area of this disease, and I qualify for each and every one of them. I am susceptible to slipping into each and every one of them, and I'm done. I'm done justifying those slips into any and all areas of the disease of addiction, as long as I don't use drugs. Just as long as I can keep my clean time, and I'm done with that. Um, and I'm especially embracing the idea of abstinence from compulsive overeating. Um, I truly desire to be fit physically, mentally, and emotionally. I am the fittest I've ever been in my life, but I really truly want to narrow that down to focusing down to a 24-hour period. And really, that's only about a 16 or 17-hour period because I'm going to sleep at least 6 or 7 hours out of the day. So 17 hours a day. Let's do it. You know, maybe that's my new favorite number, 17. and but just incredibly grateful, and forgive the exceedingly long-winded morning jabbering. So, but have a great day. Have an abstinent day.